What is up, Stephen Hall? Thank you guys for joining me today. Oh, thank you so much, Ahmad Ali. Shout out to Ahmad Ali for the super chat. We've been well, I've been predicting it pretty well so far what would happen. The S&P, I think we're gonna have one last leg down in the next few weeks. I think for Bitcoin we're gonna have one last leg down. It could happen pretty quickly. Well, I don't want to talk about it too much just yet, but because it would get very repetitive. But yeah, and if you've been listening to me before, you kind of know my view. I'm gonna take a quick sip of coffee. Let me mute my mic here. Hopefully the internet will be a little bit better today. It does cut out sometimes. I guess that's every internet, but yeah, just a little bit of lag. So yeah. Buenos dias, Luciano. De donde eres, señor? De donde eres, amigo? What's up, Tomek? Chile and then Brazil. Brazil es muy lindo. Quiero ir a Brazil. Oh man, awesome, man. You're up 4K in 1 week. Yeah, we've been doing pretty good. I'm not right 100% of the time in the exclusive Discord, but we do pretty good. It's good to hear. Where am I from? Mainly the East Coast of America. Connecticut and Florida mainly. I'm in Connecticut right now. Oh, they will in Brazil accept Bitcoin payments? That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely going down too. I want to go to Brazil at some point. Although that's Portuguese. I want to go to places to learn more Spanish. But Costa Rica definitely. Quizás Colombia. Quizás. Let's see. Where else? A few other places. Peru definitely. Peru, they speak good Spanish. The internet's cutting out a little bit. Damn. Well, thank you. I'm not, if you've been in my call group for just a few days, I'm not right 100% of the time, but yeah. Peru, the food is good. Yeah. Okay. Let's get started, guys. We're only 2 likes. What are you doing? Gosh, smash the like button. We got 42 people, 2 likes. All right. Let's get started here. Alright guys, what is up? Evan Aldo here. Let's take off the meditation music and get right into this. So yeah, let's see, what are we at right now for Bitcoin? We do have some shorts in the exclusive Discord. They very close to hitting the first take profit. I would show you them, but kind of technically don't want to be unfair to the people that are in the paid signals group, or the exclusive Discord. So if you guys are interested, link in the description below. Doing primarily really well in there. Not right 100% of the time though, so keep that in mind. Nobody is. Be a billionaire pretty quickly if somebody was right 100% of the time. So Yeah, I mean, we got our, this is, kind of the catalyst. The main thing I want to talk about is kind of what I've been saying is what I think we're going to bottom out. We're going to bottom out relatively soon, I think. And it's going to be something like this. I think it's a signal, coming into when you come deep in the red on your daily, it could happen in a few weeks, even a few days, theoretically. Anytime from probably May 20th to, June, mid-June or something, bottom out. I think around the mid to low 20s, one last, kind of form. I think it'll kind of form somewhat of a double bottom pattern here. Maybe something like this, and then you finally, you get your recovery in the next few months. And, what kind of signaled, another thing that kind of signaled our bottom that we're getting close to. And you notice this VWAP coming up on our weekly. Well, the fact that the weekly's in the red, that signals we're getting close to the bottom. Yeah, historically, it's always been that way. Your VWAP coming up. So look right here. When we were deep in the red in our last bear market, VWAP came up, formed that green dot. That was signaled your bottom, basically. And then you just rallied. It was a bumpy ride, but you rallied up. You rallied up for the most part. Same deal. Same deal in, what year was it? Let's see, 2014. Came deep in the red here. You got your green dot, and then primarily you just came up. I mean, it was a bumpy ride. You got some, it was boring for, a year maybe. January to, it was boring for 6 months, but then you got your double right there. So if history is any indication, like Ben Cowan would say, shout out to Ben Cowan, I want to get on his channel. But if history is any indication, we are bottoming out relatively soon. People talk about possible recessions, all these type of things. I like to keep, a more positive outlook on it. Anything could happen, guys. Anything could happen. Maybe it could be like the tech bubble, but you got to realize, people, the FUD over the tech bubble popping, history never repeats itself exactly. It's either going to be not as bad as that, or it's going to be even worse probably. So I think it's going to be much better than that. I don't think it's going to be as bad. Also on your monthly, your red X right here, last time you confirmed, you did come down farther, but these all are signals that you're getting very close to the bottom here. All our signals. This would probably be the more bearish case, because if you look at these, we did come down farther, especially here. But if you map out the actual percentage, this is what gives me, this is, when you're dealing the hopium right here, 69%, and then 54%, it's approximate numbers, I'm not doing this exact, but we're already down 40%. Even if you come down 50%, it would still keep you above, 20K. I don't think we're going to go under 20K. That's my main view on it. Weird thing with sailors, liquidation or margin calls, they were at low 20s. Now they're at 3K apparently. I don't know. He ain't borrowing much against his stuff if they're at 3K. I think he still secretly has them in the low 20s, and I don't think they're going to get triggered. Just my 2 cents. I don't know. It's speculative. I do not know. But what I will say is he's not borrowing too much if that's the case. Getting really close to this spiral line right here at 28777 about. So yeah. We talked about the daily, let's talk about the blood diamonds. I mean, this is pretty obvious right here, double blood diamonds. I think this will be the catalyst, on the way down, a bit more, especially on the, let's see here. Double blood diamonds right there. This would probably be your worst case scenario. You got to think, things usually, they're not going to, repeat themselves exactly in the 45% downward. I don't think you're going to go that low. It's either going to be even worse than that, or it's not going to be as bad. So, 45% downward would bring us to 16K. Probably the worst possible case scenario I could see happening. Also, I believe Ben Cowan did say 16K as well as kind of a worst case scenario. Obviously, I think it happened, Black Swan events and all these weird things. But, if you repeat that, 16K, that would be a surefire bottom. I think it could be maybe, 25. I'd say probably, I think you'll get down to 20 at least here, and you'll form maybe that double bottom pattern, something like this, like that, 24 or something. Then you gradually, make your recovery, nice double bottom pattern. So yeah, that's kind of my view on it. That's what I think most likely is going to happen. Obviously, anything could happen, guys. We do everything. We do everything in my exclusive Discord. We do, at this channel, we do long term, we do short term, we do medium term, we do altcoins, Bitcoins, Ethereums. We do day trading, swing trading, scalp. We do it all, and we do it when it's most appropriate. There are some times where you're better off to scalp trade. There are other times where you're better off to day trade. You find the opportunity based off of the environment and long term as well. hodling as well. So there's a time and place for everything. Everything has its own technique, and if you have the time on your hands, obviously the easiest thing is the long term, but if you have the time in your hands, it's useful to learn all of this. So yeah, let's take a quick look at the chat. What are you guys thinking right now? What would happen to price if Saylor doesn't make his margin call? I don't believe anything would happen, because how the margin calls work, John, is you just you got to give the bank or the exchange or whatever, Celsius or BlockFi or whoever he's borrowing against, you got to give them some Bitcoin to cover it. I don't think they would. Maybe they'd sell some of his, or they would just not give him back his collateral, I believe. I don't think any Bitcoin gets sold when that happens. So I don't think that would matter. Thank you so much, Alien. Yeah. Hey, he could still be right. Yeah, 16K retired. That's worst case scenario. I don't think it'll happen, but I mean, who knows? These are interesting times. Guys, smash the like button. Let's get a few more likes in here. We got only 21. There's 70 people in here. Not a good turnout for that. Shout out to Ahmad Ali again for super chat. Thank you so much, man. Let's look at ETH a little bit. So, I mean, you already came down so much. Like this weekly, it would make you think you have a lot more to come down. Given that you already dumped 52%, it takes a little while for the money flow to catch up with it. Even if this is the bottom here at 17, which I don't think it is. I think we're going to go a little bit lower. It will still likely, turn red unless we just have a crazy V-shaped recovery up here. My main view on ETH right now is, you kind of the easiest way to kind of, map this out on what's going to happen is kind of your money flow crossover here from the top. This brought us down, 47%. This, I believe, you could have a similar scenario here, down like 48, 47, 15. Maybe it would be less, maybe 45, 16. I feel like you'll bounce around these areas a little bit. Below here, maybe you could test the previous all-time high at 14 something. I don't think you will. I think you're going to stay in the 15, 16 range. It'd be very interesting if Bitcoin stays above 20K and Ethereum they just stay, slightly above their, previous all-time highs in the last bull market. So that would be very interesting if that happens. Again, I mean, as this gets deeper into the red, I think that'll probably signal your bottom here. It doesn't look as bad with the blood diamonds here, but well, I've never seen so many this appears quickly on your 6 hour, but yeah, you got this one. This one could be the catalyst to bring you down to like 15, 1600. Maybe just like one, Ethereum's more volatile than Bitcoin. Maybe one weird wick down here, and then you're just home free, kind of. We'll see what happens. But yeah, generally right now, excuse me. Generally right now, this market does look a bit, you're coming out here with the money flow. It does look more bearish for the short term. That's why I got some shorts in. I'll show you let's show you the current trade here. So, because we just hit our first take profit, at least for Bitcoin. So, we had a Bitcoin short entry. This was 2 days ago. This is one of the longest ones. We had to wait for an outcome. Just hit the first take profit right here. So, I'll do live on the stream right now. Did Ethereum hit our first take profit? 1896? I don't believe so. Not yet. Yeah, so that's going to happen. But let's see where we want to take our, and usually, let's see where we want to take our. So where did we enter this? We entered this at 29,800 about. Yeah, so we probably want to look to take our next profits probably here, I would say. Keep it easy, keep it simple. Next spiral line around, 2795. If you want to be a little more greedy, you don't like the blood diamonds, you could go a little bit more. I almost want to be more greedy here and wait and just keep that trade in and bet that we're going to come back down, because that's what I think is going to happen. What percentage is this? What percentage? 3%. Because you're already below 28 there. I feel like if you lose 28, yeah, let's be a little bit more. I'll explain. I'm just showing you guys for free kind of what I do here sometimes. For Bitcoin. So I want to take the riskier one here because I don't like the blood diamonds. I think it's very, this is a very bad market at the moment 27, 255, 55. If you are a more, this is, a more conservative trader, MEXC at 27976, let's say. 976. Being more greedy with this one because of all the blood diamonds. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to lock in the profits on this one, set my stop loss to entry point, so it's a risk-free trade at this point. Also, what you could look at, and this is another thing, I mean, once this 90-minute comes into the red, I may look to add to that position as well. And your 2-hour came to the red, so also 3-hour came to the red. Interesting. So, you could look to add to the position. Usually you want to wait till see what happens here. Potentially we could rally back. Yellow X's doesn't look too promising. Let's take a quick look at the chat. Do I feel 25K is the bottom? No, most likely not. I think we're going to come a bit lower. Let's see. What price do I see? Hold on, what's the new all-time high for Bitcoin? That's tough to say, Dusan. I mean, that's still a pretty big market cap, Solana, something like Solana. So I mean, that's gonna be tough to say. I don't know if you'll get more than like a 10x from the bottom to the next, high in the next bull run. I think your best bang for your buck is things above below a $10 billion market cap. So, if you could get up to maybe $500 the next bull cycle or something, maybe even 1,000. Let's see. Say we bottom out, a little bit lower than where we already bottomed out, 20, come down to like 27 or something, or 29. And then, that's okay. It's a 10x to 300. So maybe you could get your 15x here if you come up to 500. I don't know if you'll go much higher than that. Honestly, we'll see though. It'd be interesting. I mean, even Cardano, its previous bull run high was like $1 or something. It only went up to $3 in this bull cycle. So it was a double. So double from the previous all-time high. I think more of your best bang for your buck would be an Atom, or Atom's a little bit more riskier, but Polkadot, Avalanche probably, because those are bigger market caps. They're probably hovering slightly below 10 billion right now. So you got to think about it this way. What's the highest like something could go if it's at a $10 billion market cap right now? Next bull cycle, maybe it could go. Some things could go up to a $500 billion market cap, but I don't think so. I think probably a 10x would be the most believable, like a $100 billion market cap. That'd be most likely. Getting close into your the red here for that and Atom. This, I think you could bottom out 6 to 7 high sixes, maybe just one last leg down. Maybe these could get crushed a little bit more down to $5, some of these altcoins, but I don't know. I think we're getting to the bottom on a lot of things, especially some of the big caps. Let's see here. Short on DOT. Yeah, the Fed is very hawkish. My opinion on that is you could only delay. You printed so much money. You did all this damage. You could only put a Band-Aid on that gunshot for so long. That's my main view. Look, if you're somebody who's, really all doomsday, yeah, by all means, stack cash, whatever, even though it's so much of it has been printed, I would say you're probably better off to stack gold or whatever than stack cash. But it depends. Everybody's different. So yeah, we could look at DOT. So let's see here. Let's look at, that is the correct. That's the full chart. Yeah. I think you maybe have one last leg down to $6 or something. I think you're close. That's what I would say. I think you're close here. In terms of we could kind of, once this gets deep in the red, it would be a percentage kind of like, I would say, your main percentage could be from something like here to 45% downward. That would be quite a, 40, that would coincide with the $6 area. I don't think you're going to go much lower than $6 here. I'd be surprised if you go much lower than that. That would, be kind of depressing. But I think this, once you finally get into this green dot here, that'll probably signal the next start of the next rally. And I don't think you're probably going to get 200% or maybe 400% in the next year or something. But you're not going to get your 10x, your crazy altcoin gains just yet. But from a 5-year perspective to the next bull market side top, yeah, you could get a lot. That's what I would say. Dot's probably the biggest market cap where you could still get a lot. This would be one of the best risk reward ratios in my opinion. This, AVAX, Atom, Matic. As you get smaller in the market caps, it does get riskier. I mean, the thing with altcoins, I shouldn't have to repeat this, but I tell people just in case, you can never marry one altcoin. Some of these may not be around for the next bull cycle, believe it or not. So you got to be careful. Blood Diamond on, what is it, your 10 hour? Yeah, Blood Diamond, your 10 hour here, not looking too bueno. This kind of like everything else. How's the stream? Is it okay? Yeah, I'm looking at I think our internet cut out a little bit for a second here. Just want to make sure. Yeah, we're lagging a little bit. Okay, now we should be good. Yeah, I guess with the cable internet, it's just like that. So, yeah, I mean, this maybe one wick down to 38 cents or something around here. I don't think you're going much below like 38, 40 cents. That's kind of my view on this. This Blood Diamond could be the catalyst for that. And the daily, once you start getting, you are deep in the red here, but maybe just a little bit more deep. You finally get real deep in the red, something like this. Over here, that would signal your bottom. AVAX, I always like to look at. This got, sold off, got killed, probably more than it should have because of the Luna thing, but whatever. I think maybe one last wick down to this general area, maybe $20, 18, 19, something like that. Maybe just enough to, scare away the people that think it can't lose 20, something like that, and then it comes back. I think we're getting close here, guys. That's what I would say. I think we're getting very close. I mean, I think this is the time where we finally kind of get a verdict here. Kind of hit a bottom almost. Yeah. Chilies to 10 beans. Let's see. Yeah, you guys smash the like button. Let's get a few more likes in here. Let's look at the SPY. I was doing a little bit of, I do look at the SPY as well. I think it's going to bottom out with Bitcoin. I think we're going to get something like this. On daily we roll over, and then you come down to kind of this point, and then you slowly, make a slow, gradual recovery or something. Would it be a red year for the S&P 500? I think, you still may be able to have a green year by the end. You may rally up before the tax season sell-off and make some kind of close new all-time highs and have something weird like that, maybe two points or something. That's kind of my view. That'd probably be the best case scenario. But yeah. But I think, once in a few weeks, once you're getting below 380, that's where a big buying opportunity for long term presents itself, or at least, maybe if you guys scalp this with options. I know people do that. I mean, I'm not into options, but there's so many different ways you can trade things. But yeah. I mean, right now, let's see what happened. Did we just confirm yeah, I guess you could kind of make the argument we confirmed a bullish div as we're hitting that. I don't know. Just given the blood diamonds, I ain't going long anytime soon. I'll say that. But yeah, for you big scalp traders, I mean, as soon as this confirms, you may be able to get a little something like this. I'm not going to take this trade. I think that's too risky. I'm just happy with the shorts I'm in, given the blood diamonds, given how bad it looks. But something like that, maybe. After the 6 minute confirms or something. You already confirmed one on the 15 minutes, so yeah. Where's a good place to add to short Bitcoin? Yeah, thanks, Lewis. I hope I hope it goes well. Shout out to Eric too. Awesome man, Eric from Mexico, I believe. Eric's a cool guy. Where to add to the shorts for Bitcoin? That's a good question. 29. Well, we're kind of probably, if you rally, obviously this point would be huge, 30K. I mean, that's a big psychological area. Um, somewhere in between here, 29.5 maybe. Another big area. They were decent. My shorts were decent positions given, we're seeing blood diamonds confirm already on big time frames. You just know, statistically most of the time you're going to win there. So just kind of letting those run for now. But also, let's see here. Probably the 90-minute would be the next next money flow crossover to look at here. Let me set a notification. I believe I probably already have one on, but just in case. Value 0.0 here. And yeah, it'd probably be, that'd be a good place I'd be looking to probably add. So yeah. Ethereum, we're still I don't believe we didn't get to our first, that was the first take profit for Ethereum. Didn't get there quite yet, so it's more of a waiting game right now. So yeah. Let's see, guys. Smash the like button. 67 people in. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we got our little like increase in views on this drop, in terms of crypto YouTube, because everybody's scared, what's going to happen now, like no V-shaped recovery, everybody's getting bored again. It's just a rollover. Something like that. That would be definitely a very high probability, I would say. It just comes back up. But it's exciting, it's really exciting, because the main thing that I'm excited about is, if we get this green dot, usually the first in our bear markets, the first green dot, when start getting deep in the red, and with the dot below it, would this have a dot below it, this one? I believe it might, because you're going to come, you're probably going to come below this white line here, and you're going to get, the dot below it to make it stronger. That was also the one in your so if history is any indication, if technical analysis history is any indication, we are bottoming out, and it's going to be a good time. And this is, the people still in this, the people buying right now, because people talking about, people were talking about my last stream, retail doesn't have any money to put in right now, they're already all invested or whatever. That's, if history repeats itself, usually retail doesn't do too well, obviously, or else they'd all be rich and they wouldn't be retail investors. But yeah, they don't have much money left. People I talk to, a lot of them, they're a little afraid. So it feels that, it feels more the vibes on the attitude towards people is more of when I was talking to people around, mid to late 2020, when, we already rallied up to 12K. People thought it would crash, and it did a little bit here, but, it was before your rally. This area, there was a lot of fear. Everybody told me to take profits and run. No, we got a nice rally upward. So that's kind of what it feels like right now. Most people, they don't know the TA. They don't know much about it. They don't, it's a lot of different things. But yeah, time is on our side. Yeah, thanks so much, Jay Sherlock, for the positive comment. Shout out to Jay Sherlock. He's in the chat a lot. Yeah. 50 likes. Thank you so much, guys. So that's the main point here. Just kind of, right now we're already kind of nice here. Yeah, like I said, be careful with that possible scalp long, because we're coming right back down. Right back down here. So, yeah. It's mainly been all shorts lately. I'm trying to think of longs in the exclusive Discord that worked out. Those probably the longs are the most trades I've gotten stopped out on lately. So no, and it looks like, if you look at your the internet, damn, it'll come back. It should come back. Okay, we should be back on. The internet's a little laggy. I'm gonna get off in a minute. I think we talked about, pretty much, unless anybody has any other questions, we talked about pretty much everything that's been worth talking about today. Went through a lot of things. Obviously blood diamonds, double blood diamonds. You don't need to be a genius. You probably don't need to be, even have too much market cipher experience to realize this is typically pretty bearish. I don't think it's going to be as bad as this, but I think, you're going to get at least a double bottom here. So that's my main view on it. So yeah, guys, check out my exclusive Discord. I'll link in the description below if you're interested in some of my trade signals, entries, stop losses, take profits, and my exclusive TA on Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins, and a little bit of S&P 500 stocks, that stuff too. And check out my course as well. We're doing a sale right now. Expires at the end of the month. It's 20% off. Link in the description below. Use the discount code down below. The course goes through all my strategies, risk management, trading psychology, why I think the majority of people lose in this game. I think it's going to save you a lot of headaches, especially in the beginning, especially for people who don't know much about trading. They want to get into it. I think it's helped out a lot of people. A lot of people have really liked it, along with the Discord group. So, yeah, I think it's going to help you guys out a lot, so check that out. Phoenix, use my link in the description below. BITGET too. It's the same promo every YouTuber pretty much gives you. It's their same promo they do. If you want to help support the channel, sign up with those links. You could also create a new account and get the bonus twice, I believe. Don't quote me on that, though. But it's been a while since I've created accounts in there. I just use the same ones now. But yeah, and also that market cipher, link in the description below. Use my discount code down below as well. And if you want to do a one-on-one session with me, one-on-one coaching, link in the description below. It's through the Market Cipher Academy. All right, guys. Hope you have a wonderful day. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. All right. Goodbye.